Welcome back. It is another Friday, and you know what that means. This is Friday Transformation. So before you kick it on your weekend and have your self-care moments, we want to give you some food for thought. We want to give you those gems to take with you so you can reflect this weekend. And you know what? Every week, if it's not me by myself, I always bring someone with me. And this week, we have our wonderful Coach Mike back again. Let's give that clap one more time, that camp clap. He dropped us with 2 different video gems and just blessed us with some great information, some great food for thought. And today we're back with another topic. And I'm sure that Coach Mike is going to take this topic and really cook with it. So this topic today is the importance of energy, surrounding yourself with people and energy that you need and serve you. What you got for us, Coach?
Oh man, thank you so much. Listen, Coach, I appreciate you for having me back. What's up, beautiful people? Coach Mike James, I'm excited, man. I met with a consultant years ago when I started my business, and bro, I was just floating, right? You have this idea and you have these thoughts, and it's just kind of out there. And when you get to the point where you really take it serious, you say, you know what, let me invest a little bit more in myself. So I sat down, man, and that meeting, that 45-minute coffee meeting, meeting over coffee, I walked away with my mission statement, my brand identity, my colors, all that stuff. And one of the things is why I bring that up was high energy presentation, because it was like, what are the things that make you you? And anybody that knows me knows something about energy. Anybody that's seen any of my videos, they say, are you always that energetic? And I used to say before my sleeping patterns got all thrown off in this entrepreneurial life, I would say the only time I'm not like this is between the hours of 10 p.m. and 4 a.m. when I'm asleep before I get up. And I get up on 100 like this. So energy, man, vibes, right? Essence. When you think about just how you feel, you ever walk into the room and you say, something ain't right. That's energy. That's vibes. You go in a room and you say, oh man, I love this. And you look around and you just feel like you're home away from home. That's energy. That's vibes, right? And so when we talk about surrounding yourself with good energy, people in particular, I call it this your circle. Check your circle, right? Check more importantly, what I call that your circle is your web. Because I say on a circle, maybe 2 points never meet. And as a former high school athlete, I always related to like athletics, like, okay, running track, hey, I may be faster or slower. You may be on the other side of the track and I never meet you. But in a web, we're all interconnected. We're intertwined, right? So check your web. You got to check the people that's around you, right? You, what do they tell you? They say if you want to increase your network, right? Who are you hanging around? Who are the people that's influencing your thoughts, your patterns? It is so important to check energy because energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It's always here. It's been here before us. It's going to be here with us. It's going to be here well after we're gone. And in that time, it's so important. We talk about the importance of, life is short and doing the things you love. But one of the things that's really is important is checking the energy of your environment. Start to say, who am I around and how do they impact me? How do they impact me? And when you're thinking about that, if every time you go to the people that you're around, your inner, your circle, your web, right? And it's always the energy goes this way, meaning out, it's time to reevaluate. It's time to reevaluate. Because who is that person that you talk to and they fill your cup? Who is that person that you talk to and it's like, man, I'm so glad I talked to this person. Oh man, I'm so glad I went to their page today. I'm so glad I had that phone call with this person today, right? If it's never a situation, listen, givers, healers, people who help, the helping people, they always say it's important to ask your strong friends how they're doing, right? Checking on them. So I tell people all the time, as much as I give and the energy that I have, and I have to take care of myself because I call myself a glass overflowing type of person. But guess what? In order for me to do that, I got to make sure my cup is full. And how do I do that? I make sure that the people that are feeding into me are amazing people. What am I reading? What am I listening to? What am I doing that's affecting me on a daily basis? One of those, I got to check my web. I got to check my professional connections. Am I around people that's not doing stuff? And every time you talk to them, they're saying the same thing they were saying 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 2 years ago. How is that going to affect me? So when we talk about energy, this thing that's just there, whether you know it or not, it's important for you to really observe the energy. Next time you go in one of those rooms and you say, man, this feels good. I like this. Ask yourself why, right? Why? What is it? Oh, it's the people, it's the environment, it's the music. Next time you go into a space and you say, something's not right, I'm not sure. Listen, slow down, listen to it, and ask yourself the same question. Why? Why does it feel like this? Oh no, this the aura. Maybe it's the people that's there. Something's
Mm-hmm.
not right. You have to listen to that. That's energy as well. And one of the biggest things that I say here is when you talk about energy, is really trusting your energy, listening to your energy, Energy, but your energy, your INNERG, your inner God, that inner gut, inner God that tells you, oh, something ain't right. This is the move I should make. This is the thing that I want to pay attention to. So when I talk about energy and I'm talking to people about that, I say your energy, your inner God, that deep down thing that you just know. That's that gut,
Mm-hmm.
right? Trust your energy, hone in on listening to your energy, and actually cultivate it. Cultivate it
Yep.
by not bottling up what you know you feel inside. This is part of the thing I always say, your authentic and unapologetic self. You carry an energy as well. You carry an energy. And one thing that I said in the video before, I said one thing, it's a beautiful thing to realize that everybody, what you give and who you are ain't for everybody. And everybody ain't gotta like everything about you. So realize, who is my energy for? Whose energy do I need? And then now you start to orchestrate your web. You start to say, okay, these are relationships that I thought were good for me at a particular time in my life. My vibe,
Yep.
my energy, my level has changed. They may not be beneficial. Now I know how to deal with that. So it
Mm-hmm.
goes down, and it's going to always come back to that energy. What am I leaning into? What am I pouring into? What am I watering? Right? What seeds am I watering? And a lot of that has to do with the energy that you're feeding, the energy that's feeding you as well. So you got to check
Mm-hmm.
that web. You got to check the people around you, the relationships, the connections that you have, and you got to, bro, I say this all the time, man. It's awareness is the first step. You got to sit down and evaluate, how are the people around me, the things around me, the environment, even. As much as your workspace, where do you read? Where do you write notes down? Where do you do things? Where do you tap in with yourself? That's an energy. That's why there's certain gyms I like over others, because there's an energy that I feel when I walk there. My home
Yes,
gym is my
sir.
home gym, not because it's the best, it's not because it's the biggest. No, because there's an energy about the environment that I love, and the
For
fact
sure.
that they're everywhere. But it's an energy thing. Energy is real. Again,
Yep.
energy cannot be created nor destroyed. You got to check, what is your energy? What is the energy that's fueling you? And what is the energy that you want around you?
Yes, sir. A lot of gems there. And, I'm processing everything you're sharing, and it is so spot on. And as you were sharing the different gems, Coach, I was thinking about, like, the forced energy, right? That is not so good for you. You're trying to be positive with your energy and put it in a great space, right? And maybe you force it. You're too intentional and you force it in the wrong direction, right? Let's say if that's me and I'm forcing my energy in the wrong direction. How can I identify that, right? What's something I can do to bring me back? Can I do? Is there anything I could do to bring me back, Coach?
Awareness. I'm going to go back to this, bro. Awareness, right?
Mm,
Energy, energy used on fertile ground is life giving.
mm.
Energy forced into places and environments that's not ready for it or not right for it is life taking and draining. When
Oh
I
yeah.
go into a room, when I go into a room and I give my energy to a space that's welcome in that environment, I feel like I could go more. And
Mm,
I'm looking at the clock like, wait, it's over. But have you ever walked into a situation and you start to pour out and you give to yourself and you automatically think, wait a minute, this has been forever. It's been 5 minutes. energy that's used and expelled onto fertile ground is life-giving. That's part of how I keep my cup filled too, because when I give to fertile ground, people who want the help, people who are passionate about being passionate about helping themselves and receiving the help, it fills
Yep.
my cup as well. But when I give my energy to a place or to a space or to a person that is not being receptive or is not the right time or right person, right place for it, that's draining. And now you feel like it almost feels like, what am I doing? And you feel you're getting empty more. And you almost see the dial just go down to E way quicker. So you
Yep.
have to say now, when I'm doing what I do, when I am around people, how am I feeling? Check in, tap in with yourself and say, how am I feeling? Do I feel like this is giving me life or draining me? And a lot of times that's very important for like introverts and different things like that. Even the most introverted introvert, when they're in a space where the environment is welcoming and the energy is good, they don't drain as quick. But when it's in a space that you already know the energy ain't good, when I walked in here, whew, that dial's gonna go to E quick.
Yes, it
So
is.
even for an extrovert like myself or someone who loves that, you have to awareness is going to be the first step. You got to start thinking about where am I giving my where, what, and who am I giving my energy to? That's going to be first step.
Hey, I love that, sir. Coach, we at the last kind of minute here, and I'm always going to bring it back to you to deliver the 1-2 punch. But before you drop that gem or those gems, I just want to thank you. Gratitude to you for one, partnering up with Coaching with Mr. Adam and beyond the partnership. I know you and I got plans to do some amazing things for 2025 individually and together as a collective. And, being part of the fellowship I'm trying to create of Black and Brown business owners that come together and support each other, but cultivate the younger generation of owners who are coming up behind us. So in saying that 1-2 punch on this topic, love to hear your thoughts.
1-2 punch, man. Number one, jab. We're going to say, check your web. Check your web. In other words, bring awareness to the energy that is coming in and the energy that you're putting out. Check your web, right? Who are the people around me and how are they affecting me or serving me or not? Number two, left hook. I'm going to say orchestrate your web. Orchestrate your web. That last thing that I shared, start to see how you're feeling when you're giving your energy to a certain thing and how are you feeling when you're receiving the energy. This goes down to even when I'm in a particular environment. How am I feeling? How am I feeling right now? Do I feel like this is, energizing me, right? Energy, or do I feel like this is draining me? Orchestrate that thing, and now you start to know. Don't just stop there and say, oh, it's draining me. Why? Ask yourself why, because now you have information, you have data to help you moving forward. These are the type of environments that drain me. These are the type of environments that energize me and give me energy. So number one, check your web, check your circle. Number two, cultivate that by answering the question of how is it affecting me? The environments, the places, the people that I'm around, how is it affecting me? Is it life-giving or life-draining?
You heard it. You got the words, the gems. Before you kick it on your weekend, please take care of yourself. Please have your self-care moments. We will see you again next Friday. And you know what the last question is. Who's helping you heal, y'all? Peace.